Hey everyone, and welcome to our new show, This Week in PvP. I'm your host, MrDoctorpants. With everything going on in the PvP world right now, we thought we'd put together the show to help sort out all of the raging 13-year-olds on Twitter who are still using Azumarill from all the raging adults on Twitter who are still using Azumarill. Everybody knows it's Galvantula season, although I hear Azumarill pairs really well with it. The big event this week was the turnover of seasons in GBL and the announcement of Season 3 for Silph. The big question everyone seems to be asking is, should you play Silph or GBL? It can be hard to keep up with resources for both formats of PvP, so we're going to try and help you decide. Silph is like when you make a shopping list and you know what's on it, so you give it to someone and they bring back exactly what you ask them to. GBL is when that person is blindfolded while they're shopping, and so they generally know where the bread aisle might be, but while they're hoping to grab a handful of bread, instead they accidentally grab a Sunny Cherim and forget to bring you back another shield for that Azumarill Galvantula core. And I think we have footage from Trainer Rem of him experiencing this in real time.
I'm gonna try and farm it down with Dragon Breath, but watch what happens. So it's low on HP, right? It's getting low, they overcharge, so they have 2 foul plays ready, right? I'm expecting that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to farm it down just a little bit more, Dragon Breath a little bit more, and of course, second foul play. So my plan here is to swap in Empoleon and then farm down, hoping they don't have a hard counter in the back. So I do have my Altaria saved for a sack swap, but it's a f***ing Lantern! I haven't seen a f***ing Lantern in forever! None of my sets, no Lantern, but the one that I decided to use, Pelipper and Empoleon on the same team, that's a G, bro!
In other news, Porygon Community Day is here, and with it comes some disappointing news. The much anticipated Tri-Attack is not going to be nearly as useful as people had hoped. Originally found to cost 50 energy for 65 damage, and had a 20% chance to lower the opponent's attack and defense by 1 stage. 20% chance? Those are the same odds as Taco Bell getting your order correct. Imagine every battle relying on Taco Bell. Yeah. But good news, the move seems to have received a buff, now getting a 50% chance to lower your opponent's stats. So now it's like a McDonald's. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. First, we'll be doing an interview with a Silph staff member about the upcoming Season 3 and things that we could be looking forward to. And then we'll be taking a look at a battle submitted by Ghost Stadium team member and Twitch streamer RamblingRabbit. So stick around. Our first guest today is PvPisistratus from the Silph meta development team. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So could you tell us a little bit about your history with PvP and your work with Silph?
Yeah, so back at the beginning of Season 2 with Sinister Cup, I started looking at like computational ways of looking at different Silph metas and started a YouTube channel under the name PvPisistratus. And then from there, I became actually a member of the meta development team. So I started actually helping create these metas back with the Fusion Cup. And ever since then, I've been doing that sort of thing. I've also made the GBL team rankings that you can see on Silph's website. So if you're looking for a GBL team to run, that might be a good place to start.
And so as of right now, you just officially joined the meta team before you were just a collaborator?
I've been on the meta team for quite some time, but I'm now officially an arena team staff rather than just a contributor. So, yeah.
Ooh, officially staff. Do you get like a little badge and a little swipe card to get you in the door?
I wish.
As both a Silph member and a player, what do you think were your highlights for Season 2?
Yeah, I'll start with as a Silph member. So I think in Season 2, the favorite meta that I worked on was Sorcerer's Cup. I think by far that was the best meta that we created. I'm really proud of that one. I think people had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I know the player base really enjoyed Sorcerer's Cup as well. Definitely one of my favorites.
And then as a player, back in Rose Cup, I started looking at some of my statistics, and I noted a little anomaly where Scolipede, which should be ranked way lower, actually worked kind of well on a team. And so I started running with that, and I've been running it in almost every single monthly cup since.
Scolipede coming out with like what moveset did Scolipede have that made it actually viable?
Yeah, Scolipede actually had the classic formulaic moveset. So a hard-hitting fast move with Poison Jab, a bait move with X Scissor, and a hard-hitting nuke move with Mega Horn. One of my favorite moves in the game. Yeah.
So with the end of season 2 coming here, we saw some new things coming from Silph, especially with like the revised Mirror Cup. Especially, I know you guys put a lot of work into choosing which metas would get rerun and how they were going to be rebalanced, as opposed to just letting them go, so that we don't have another one of those Charm Gardevoir takes over the Nightmare Cup situations. But the big one was the Players Cup, the Build Your Own Cup. That really resonated with the community across the world, I know. And you guys had to sort through what, like 450 applications for that, I believe?
Yeah, something like that. It was quite a few, and getting down to 4 was quite the challenge.
That's just, I could not imagine. I don't know how many people are on the team, but 450, and like having to look through them and like decide only 4. But did that at all perchance influence the future of competitive PvP for Silph?
Yeah, I think there's really no way that you can look at 400 metas that the community has created. The community has said, this is the type of meta that I would like to see, and have that not influence what you're looking at. I mean, this is some of the best feedback that we've received, and so I would say that there's certainly an impact. Maybe not like a direct, like, oh, I really liked this cup that we never got to quite run. Maybe we should try reworking that. But definitely just kind of the background stuff, like people kind of liked these kind of things. Maybe we could run with that.
And Silph has definitely always been really good at taking in feedback from the community and applying it to the future of PvP here. I know that the player base is looking forward to more ideas like this. Silph coming up with new things besides just typings that can help shape a competitive scene for PvP. But with season 3 coming up, there's a lot of things we have to look forward to. It looks like we have at least 8 monthly cups again, and a break for some mid-season invitational that is not the normal regionals, like a separate one. And then, the regionals and worlds. But is there anything you could tell us about season 3 to look forward to?
Yeah, with the 8+ themed metas, we might be looking at, and so this is some new information. We might be looking at some challenges in other leagues.
Challenges in other leagues? Well, goodbye Azumarill and Metachan. Sounds like it's time to put on our tinfoil hats and speculate about how Silph will bring these other leagues into the arena. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing some insight with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
When we come back, we'll be looking at a battle submitted by Ghost Stadium's RamblingRabbit. Stick around. Now, this wouldn't be a PvP show without some battle footage, so today's clip of the day is submitted by RamblingRabbit, who pulled off a 1v3 with an Alolan Marowak.
I want to save a shield. Want to save a shield here. For who comes in? I guess Alolan Marowak. They haven't swapped. We're just going to. I'm going to shield here. I'm going to farm all the way to 100 energy. Then swap out to Xylus. Oh, they swapped. Then I'm definitely swapping to Xylus. Get off a Body Slam. Okay. They get a Sky Attack on us. Okay. We're gonna throw Shadow Ball here. Let's do a little bit. I think this will actually still kill it. Oh no, good. We get another Hex off of it. Okay. What are you coming back in with? Stun Fist gets a Fire Blast. I don't know. Does Fire Blast Oko? It does. Holy sh**. But can we beat the Scarf to a move? Holy sh**. Someone clip that. Backline. It's a 5-0 chat. Holy. Oh. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about.
The knowledge it takes to pull off that undercharge, leaving with just enough energy to take on the Skarmory in the back. And whoever says you need to run Bone Club on Marowak, Fire Blast OP. You can catch RamblingRabbit on Twitch. We'll put a link down in the description. Our last guest for tonight are a musical duo who draws their inspiration from the community and the game itself. Please welcome TrueBlissey and House Stark with their original Power of a Team.
You never saw it coming. The synergy that's humming made a trio that's unbeatable. And now I'm gonna sweep, sweep, sweep. Stay up all night with my friends, talking strat and talking shit. Now I'm starting on the uphill climb. The power of a team, team, team. It's been 4 years. It's been a crazy ride. Memories to last a lifetime. These friendships will never end. The power of a team. Remember all the rain, spending hours in the game, the battles that we won together. The power of a team, team, team. In the late night rides and the hunger fights, city blocks and parking lots, we gathered together, we made a community. The power of a team. It's been 4 years, it's been a crazy ride, memories to last a lifetime. It's been 4 years and an amazing ride, memories to last a lifetime. These friendships will never end. The power of a team.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who helped out and came on our show today. This game wouldn't be anywhere without the community that makes it. So just take a minute out of your day and go thank someone who really helped make your PvP experience great. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for watching, and please let me know who you would like to see on our show next week.